Marriage veteran Virginia has her 3 kids. And her partner Glenn has his robots.
I'd rather be at home with my kids.
But will 3 surprise additions to their home push this far-out family to the outer limits?
Okay, can I have another baby, please?
Glenn and Virginia live in tight quarters with her 3 children, Ricky, Avery, and Miranda. But will a surprise pregnancy send this tightly knit family into a tangled disaster? Our panel of birthdays experts will be watching closely over the next 10 weeks. Relationship guru and woman about town, Josie Vogels. Supermom with a watchful eye, Kathy Buckworth. And the man who's always psyched and ready to go, Dr. Irvin Wolkoff. Virginia and Glenn seem to have it all. Glenn owns his own business.
A to B, I do it all in plastics.
Virginia is a stay-at-home mom with her 3 kids from 2 previous marriages. Got that? Between homework and the taxis to and from Virginia's exes, it's a full-time job for the new couple. And speaking of Virginia's marriages, is Glenn gonna be lucky number 3?
No.
No, we don't really need to have some government person tell us that we want to be together.
We thought at first we'd do it on the
When
Rio
we
Negro.
do it, we're gonna
Have a captain.
do it on a beach somewhere. That's what we want to do.
Despite the demands of a large family, Glenn wanted to have a child of his own. But when it came to getting pregnant...
At least 8 months, almost a year. We were trying and nothing.
But while on vacation, a secluded hideaway brought out Glenn's wild side.
We decided one night to go walk to the beach. It was perfect. I mean, it was so
Beautiful
romantic.
night.
Beautiful, romantic
night. And the full moon was out.
My worry was the guards. I'm like, oh my God, the guards are gonna come. They're gonna, catch us.
It was fun.
But the unsuspecting couple was caught off guard. Really off guard.
And I'm now expecting what we thought was 4th child, but happens to be 6, so it's triplets.
Excuse me? Can you repeat that?
It's triplets. Triplets. Here's a boy, and this will be Marissa, and here's Maya.
My first kids, and yeah, it's 3 at once, so this is it was quite a shock for me.
Poor Glenn. Guess he didn't know he was joining the cast of the new Brady Bunch.
I'm just overwhelmed. I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I gonna take care of 3 at once?
Fortunately for the stunned parents, the older trio are gung-ho to help, right? Especially super hunk Ricky. He'll take care of everything, right?
They are.
We got it on camera that he's gonna be changing all the diapers.
The girls are more keen on the whole baby thing. They want to help, so we'll see how much help actually an 11 and 13-year-old will be.
And it's not just the work. Triple the babies is triple the cost.
We've had to reorganize our mortgage and things like that so that we can afford to do this. I mean, I can't imagine diapers are gonna be cheap. Apparently it's 46 to 47 changes a day. Diaper changes daily. And 21 feedings, can you imagine?
Don't worry, Mama. When a baby is born, you have to beat off all the grandmas, grandpas, aunties, and uncles who are eager to help out.
As for family, unfortunately, the 2 of us are out of luck on that one. We don't have a lot.
We're it right now, yeah.
My mother and my sisters said they would come from the U.S., but I don't expect that. She's never been here for any of the other children. As a matter of fact, she hasn't even met the youngest ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't put a lot of faith in Mom coming from the States either.
Triplets. And honestly, how many children does she have to have before her parents turn up? She has to have, what, a litter of 8 before they finally turn up? Triplets is kind of special.
I'd be like, get your butts up here. I need your help.
And it'd be a shame if they didn't, because teenagers, in my experience, not a great help, except for changing the occasional diaper.
And these guys.
Virginia gives birth to her triplets, and her girls show up to celebrate their arrival. And Ricky? Well, he's MIA.
Hi, Myra. Where'd you go for me? Oh, wow.
And how thoughtful. A nice big card from Miranda's school.
All the children.
Like
Every teacher. Wow.
That should make up for the gifts that didn't arrive from the grandparents, aunties, and uncles.
At this point, we're not expecting anything. So if anything actually comes our way, it will be gravy.
After a week in the hospital, the premature triplets are healthy, happy, and coming home. And they've already picked their names, all starting with M. Miguel, that's 1. Maya makes 2. And Marissa makes 3.
I'm finally home.
Everything is peaceful for now, but wait. Nervous new dad Glenn has got the baby jitters, and Ricky is in the line of fire.
If you are sick, have symptoms of being sick,
Yeah, I have the
so please-
sniffles.
till I get masks,
Masks? Are you serious?
please keep the germs and the cold germs. They're premature babies. Everybody, just please stay away from them. I don't want them being sick.
Unless...
With that taken care of, the baby machine is set into motion.
Hey, can I have another baby, please?
I'll take.
Virginia is utterly overwhelmed. And wouldn't you know it, in one end and out the other, new dad Glenn is up to the challenge.
It's kind of like 1, 2, 3. I get the 2 of them changed and I give them back, and then I take that one and keep everything moving.
Maya's done. Now it's Marissa's turn. And finally, Miguel. After the trio's first meal, they settle in for a nap. And in a quiet moment of reflection, a thought weighs heavily on Virginia's baby brain.
6 children.
How did that happen? It was so quick.
How did that happen? I could explain it. I'm a medical doctor.
Actually, they really are the Brady Bunch. In fact, they, have the 2 girls and the boy, and now they've added 2 girls and a boy.
Well, I love the paradox of the first-time dad and the old seasoned mom. Like, it's
Yeah.
great because he's like, don't touch, sterilize, don't touch anything. And she's like, yeah, you can come in the room.
3 weeks since the birth of the triplets, and Virginia and Glenn are attempting to show the world that they can do this, gosh darn it. But Virginia's twins are having trouble keeping up with the triplets.
Nursing 1 baby can be pretty challenging, but 3 takes 196, 97 hours to care for triplets, and there's only 168 hours in a week.
And despite the promises, the older kids have not been helping, especially Ricky.
He says he can't help out as much because he's very busy with school and he's got a job and he's got a girlfriend.
They need to do more. They really do, and I ask them nice. I mean, I'm not super hard on them.
In the coming weeks, Glenn's challenge will be to get them to help lighten their load. But for now, he gives Virginia some time away from the triplets to tuck in her older girls.
Come here, give me a kiss.
Oh, and speaking of Mr. Lazy himself, Ricky, how many diapers have you changed again?
About that. Nobody's asked me to, so I don't really have to. Well, maybe when the poops get bigger, I'll start changing them.
It's 9 p.m. After her last round of goodnights is complete, Virginia retires from her day shift, leaving Mr. Fix-It on night duty. And he's up to the challenge, because keeping factories running is Glenn's specialty. First up, cleanup. And substituting for Virginia's chest, 6 bottles of formula. And his last household chore, 6 loads of stinky laundry. And while he does his chores, Tech Head Glenn keeps them under surveillance by utilizing some of the tools of the baby trade.
I can see them. No matter where I am in the house, I'll be able to hear them and see them. You gotta use technology sometimes to your advantage.
It's midnight, and while Virginia sleeps, Glenn tries to squeeze in some work until, nursery to master control, we have a problem. It's 1 a.m. and Maya is first up for a diaper change, and then her feeding. One down. And wouldn't you know it, just as he gets back to work, diaper change number 2. Feeding number 2.
You're not done yet.
Last up, his son, Miguel. Diaper change number 3, feeding number 3. And at 3 a.m., after a full night of baby maintenance, Glenn is finally done, for now. And he still has enough energy for a little love nuzzle. But hold on, Tiger. This factory runs 24/7. A new day, a new challenge.
What we're doing was the baby's first doctor's visit.
This outing requires a big effort on top of an already crazy workload.
There's a lot of baby maintenance. I've been up since basically 5:30. bathing, you know, changing, feeding.
And the current pace is taking its toll. The around-the-clock care has resulted in Virginia and Glenn not looking after themselves.
Nights we'd be going to bed without dinner because we didn't get around to eating or didn't have the time.
And to add to the fun, it's minus 30 outside, which means 3 sets of snowsuits, 3 sets of hats, 3 times the headache. The brood are off to the clinic. 1, 2,
And number 3.
At the clinic, each of the little peanuts get a head-to-toe checkup.
2.35 kilograms.
Last up is Miguel.
See how you compare to your sister.
When he gets weighed, he finds a way to express exactly how he feels.
All right. They're under a crushing load. I mean, Virginia has been reduced to the role of a functioning dairy with these kids, and the only thing that's not a part of their load is them. I hated hearing that they've gone to bed without eating dinner.
Hey,
Parents, you know what? That's going to
listen,
happen.
Parents
Triplets.
need to be informed that, like on an airplane, when it says that the cabin pressure drops and the oxygen mask falls from the ceiling,
Yeah,
put
blah, blah,
yours
blah,
on
blah.
first.
Yeah.
Listen, if they don't eat and if they don't get enough rest, their beautiful machine for looking after the kids is going to have the wheels fly off it and crash.
None of us have had triplets. If you forget to eat a meal here and there, I don't think it's the end of the world.
Since the triplets' arrival, Virginia and Glenn have been dying for help. But don't ask Ricky.
Deciding what I should do with the rest of my life.
Fortunately, younger sisters Avery and Miranda are finally lending a hand.
Oh, she's getting some sister love, eh?
But instead, they get stage fright. Maybe it's because everything concerning the babies is closely monitored by their nervous new dad.
Even my mom says it's his first time, like, being a parent, and so he's kind of, like, really overprotective.
Well, I guess he needs to be since he's always with the babies.
Geez, Glenn, maybe that's why they haven't been helping out. Case in point?
I didn't see you wash your hands, Miranda.
Miranda is just getting over her cold, so she's been not able to touch them, and she started feeling left out.
And she's not the only one. With Virginia's time split between Glenn and the triplets, there's hardly been a moment for her older kids. Resentment is brewing.
Yesterday we tried and we spent a few minutes cuddling up in bed, right? But that was shortened. Avery came in and she's like, how come you guys are doing this? I want to like cuddle up and lay down with you guys too. And then Glenn came, it was bedtime. So there was no cuddling, eh? I'm being stretched. Very stretched.
I want to give Mom credit, though, for the relationship she seems to have with those girls, because Mom's like talking to them and explaining so they're not just feeling completely ignored. But Dad, like, back off.
It's been 4 weeks since the birth. Despite Glenn's efforts to keep things together,
1, 2, 3.
they're barely coping.
You basically need 2-3 people with these guys, you know? When it comes to feedings, or you end up doing this, but it's impossible to hold all of them at once.
And to add to their stress, Virginia's mother and sisters never arrived.
They said that they would like to come by and help, but it would be 4 days on their stopover to Portugal. I don't really see that as help. I see that as a stop by.
You can't make people do what you want them to do. I mean, they're missing out. It's their loss. So.
Yeah, like that time in the hospital. I was feeling so blue. I couldn't understand why nobody had come and visit me. That was hard.
That's heartbreaking.
It is. It's unbelievable her family wouldn't come to see her have triplets.
Yeah. Clearly, from Virginia's point of view, she's been treated very cruelly. And it's good that she was actually able to say that she was blue and cry. I mean, that means that she's working through her
She
grief.
needs to find some replacement sisters, though, if you know what I mean. She needs to have a good network of friends. There are lots of multiple birth societies, too, right, where you can connect with her to the parents and things like that and get support.
Very important.
5 weeks since the birth, and with no more places to hide, Ricky is finally about to change his first diaper.
Miguel, time to change your pooping.
Go ahead.
Oh, sure, he seems up to the challenge, but how will he do when he's face to bum with his opponent?
You have to fold them in so they don't touch the skin.
That's right. Correct, Miranda.
Geez, thanks, Glenn.
You gotta put cream on now?
Vicky, grab his legs, hold it.
Wait,
No.
cream on the diaper.
Grab the diaper properly. Stick it underneath.
Lucky for Ricky, the whole family is right there just in case he drops the ball.
Hey.
All done, and it only took 4 people.
Ricky's first diaper.
And probably his last.
I loved Ricky changing the diaper, and I thought, what a great form of birth control for Ricky.
Yeah.
That's right.
Changing the
It's very
diaper.
true.
He knows what the result is.
9 p.m. While Virginia tends to both generations at once, Glenn takes Miguel to his home office to try and work. For the past few weeks, Glenn has been caring for the triplets and trying to run his business from home. But his juggling act is coming to an end.
I want to stay here, but it's also a big grow year for us. A whole bunch of steps we're taking to grow the business, like really multi-million-dollar sales.
With 3 new mouths to feed, there's plenty at stake.
I hate going to work, honestly. I have to do it, but the fact is I'd rather be at home with my kids.
And while he adjusts to his first day back, Virginia adapts to hers. With the kids at school, she's at home alone, chained to the couch.
You can't possibly physically attend to all 3 when you're just one person.
But that only drives Glenn to finish early.
I do what I got to do, and then go home. Try to make my days as short as possible.
Glenn's great. I mean, he clearly loves these kids, and you know, the fact that, yeah, it's a really important time for him at work. He knows that's a priority, because he will need to keep, you know, support this large family.
He has a lot
now.
of mouths to feed again.
Yeah.
Glenn rushes home to find Virginia in the exact same spot he left her.
Oh, here we go.
Poor Virginia was outnumbered 3 to 1.
You gotta go from baby to baby to baby, or basically stay there and stick a bottle on each mouth, or what I do sometimes is nurse one a little bit, nurse one another, you know, few minutes until they're happy for just a few minutes, and until I get help or top them up with bottles. That's the challenging part, is when they all want care all at the same time.
With Glenn back at work, Virginia is desperate for help. Glenn's mother has generously agreed to lend a hand.
I asked her to volunteer sometime, so she's gonna come Monday, 9 to 12.
9 to 12? Oh, that'll be a big help.
As for family coming over and doing anything further than that, as helping with cooking or helping with lunch or other type of baby care, no, we have not had anybody. We're pretty much on our own.
10 weeks since the birth, and without Glenn and the kids around to help, Virginia's getting worn down.
It is so busy. I mean, when I had one baby, I used to think, oh, it's so crazy busy. Now this is crazy busy. The long weekend, for an example, that was grueling. All we did was take turns on baby care, sleep, and hardly even had time to eat. Like, seriously, we didn't have Easter dinner. You know, everyone's having their Easter dinner. We're like, we had no time.
But they are making time for some things.
You'd think after having triplets, we'd be, no, don't touch me. It's the opposite. We can't keep our hands off each other. We meet on night shift exchange. I go to bed at 3 a.m. and he wakes up at 3 a.m. So if the babies are not awake and they're sleeping in between that time, yeah, that's our time. And I laugh all the time. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna get in trouble. And I didn't, you know, I hope it's not this soon.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
It's been 10 weeks since the babies have been born, and I haven't had a period yet.
They don't have time to eat. They have time to have sex. They don't have, at 3 o'clock, have a meal.
I have to tell you, I was delighted when they started talking about it, and I thought, that is fabulous. In the midst of all this, they're able to maintain their sexual liaison, and the next thing that came to mind was contraception.
Yeah.
So another pregnancy may be in the cards. Fortunately, Virginia is an expert.
All right, let's look for this pregnancy test. Ooh. Looks like we got one. And the results are in.
The results are in, and so is Glenn. Perfect timing.
Look what I got.
What'd you get? Another one?
A test, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see?
Sure.
Sure, Glenn. Untie your shoelaces first. The anticipation must be unbearable.
And you got blue.
I got blue.
How'd you get blue?
Hello, Earth to Glenn. She said blue. Blue. I think that means positive.
There's no sense freaking out and yelling and going nuts does not solves nothing.
According to this thing now, it's the wrong blue.
Oh, okay.
It's a negative blue.
Yay!
Yeah, that is good news.
Yeah.
Now
What
they
a
can keep
relief.
having sex.
Maybe get some birth control.
Yeah, exactly.
With another pregnancy scare and a lack of help, Virginia and Glenn do the unthinkable. They get outside help. And the new nanny is a gem. And with the extra set of hands, Virginia and Glenn are on cloud 9.
We have to tell her to stop working because she just takes
She
off.
goes and goes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
She sees, hey, this needs to get done. You guys are busy. And she does it.
And since her arrival, even the babies are more relaxed.
They actually slept for 4 hours last night, so we're like, woohoo, rejuvenated.
You know, the things are looking up. The nanny, thank God.
And Glenn is being very good. He works like a dog at home. But the fact of the matter is he's got to go out to work. So it's not only good because she's got support with the kids, she has another adult to talk to during the day to deal with her older kids' issues and the little kid issues.
With a special event coming up, Virginia takes the older kids out for some overdue pampering.
This is death to my hair.
It's been a long time since we did this, too, right?
A while ago.
I don't know what to do with it. I'm so scared.
Yeah.
Today, it's all about the hair.
It's just basically the same tone, like I say, that you have.
Virginia and the girls are in their element. But Ricky is another story.
My girlfriend really wants to see this change. And my mom and everybody in the house. Nothing, I'm just saying. It was a point of view.
And after he loses the locks, Ricky is given a token to remember the experience. 3 healthy babies are a reason to celebrate, so friends and family get together and throw Virginia and her triplets a party.
So this is Miguel.
Thank you.
And finally, someone has shown up from Virginia's family.
Yeah, I have my cousins and I have some friends that I met at the hospital and neighbors and a lot of people here welcoming the babies.
Thank heaven for her friends
Yes.
and the baby shower. And with any luck at all, they can parlay the shower into an ongoing habit of visits and, you know, small things. But the very fact that she would go to a hair salon suggests that she might get it, that it's time to resume some kind of personal life while doing the busyness of raising all those
Well,
kids.
take care of yourself and do something special for yourself. I think her
She
family
needed to
did
feel
come.
like she'd done something special because she had
She
done something
has.
special. She
Holy
had
cow.
triplets. So it's great that that was finally
And,
recognized.
you know,
Miguelito, what's the matter? All that sun and attention?
We made it. Everything's, you know, turned out really good. And here you are. You're looking really good.
Thank you.
Oh, look at you. See?
It's an adventure. Basically, it's been an adventure all along. You know, from raising Ricky to these guys, it's an adventure. It's been an adventure.
I mean, I've been working
You know
on
what?
things
It's not like
too.
they came with instructions here, okay?
Well, exactly. There is no
Hey,
instruction.
I've looked, okay? I turned them upside down, sideways, nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing written on them anywhere.
Did you know that polyurethane condoms cost $3? $3 each. You know how expensive that would get with us? Hey, and who made them experts anyway?
Red-eyed Ryan parties hard 8 days a week.
I tend to overdo it when I go out.
And his English fiancée Karen is being left with the tab.
We're gonna have to turn off the hydro.
Things are tight.
But will a new addition to their family send this young couple into relationship rehab?
Don't make me have to call you right now, otherwise that's when I'll freak out. We have a baby.
Karen, 26, and Ryan, 23, are young, in love, and know how to have a good time. But will an unplanned baby turn out to be a major party pooper? Our panel of birthdays experts will be watching closely over the next 6 weeks. Relationship guru and woman about town, Josie Vogels. Supermom with a watchful eye, Kathy Buckworth. And the man who's always psyched and ready to go, Dr. Irvin Wolkoff.
Baby's fine.
As if it were written in the stars, party princess Karen and beer-loving Ryan met in, of all places, a bar.
Thought she was cute. She's pretty, so I went over and I started talking to her.
But Karen wasn't a talker. She was a doer.
My friend Dana kind of brought us together, didn't she? She kind of turned around and she went, "My English friend wants to shag you."
Say what?
My English friend wants to shag you. That was kind of how it all kind of worked. And what was your response?
Done.
Done deal.
Done deal.
And it wasn't long before they knew they were each other's cup of tea. There was that beer.
Yeah, I think every day me and him went out to a bar, had a drink.
She upped her partying a bit, just to keep it going with me.
But not even the Atlantic Ocean could keep these drinking buddies apart.
When I got back to England, we called each other all the time. And then I came back 10 days later and we haven't been apart since.
And faster than you can say cheers, they moved in together. But they still took it slow, right?
We played Russian roulette from the whole time we got together.
Fortunately, Karen is an optimist.
When I found out I was pregnant, it was a shock.
A shock,
But it just felt right, didn't it?
Sometimes it feels surreal, and it'll just hit us all at once and be like, we're gonna be a baby.
We're gonna be a baby. You are a baby.
We're gonna be parents. It's weird.
Weird? That's one way of putting it. Some other things are weird too. Ryan's rock star lifestyle is giving Karen a hard day's night.
He likes to be the last man standing at the party.
Yeah, I tend to overdo it when I go out. Once I start, I don't stop.
He don't want to stop drinking. So that's why we fight. He's a party.
We end up fighting, and then I don't want to come home because she's all pissed off.
Ryan still doesn't understand that he doesn't have to be the last man standing at the party anymore.
Yeah, I like to party a lot, and I know that's gonna have to stop. Well, not stop completely. I do need time to unwind a little.
I just think Ryan will change once the baby comes. I think he will settle down then. I'm hoping anyway.
I don't want to grow up.
I think there's been some mistake. I think once the truant officers find out that he's been skipping his grade 7 classes, everything will be over.
She said she spent, I don't know, 2 weeks or whatever the holiday was with him before she came back. I'm surprised.
In 10 days.
That, yeah, it's shocking. I'm feeling good about this couple in terms of their planning.
These people were not ready or preparing for an ongoing relationship with a kid. They were looking for some party time.
Oh, we were playing Russian roulette. It's like you're having a child. You're not playing house.
So, to help them play house, Karen's parents have come from England to help out when the baby is born.
I'm really excited to have my mum and dad here. Once I come out of the hospital, I know that me and Ryan have got someone in the house too that can help us.
And boy, do they need help.
Yeah, babe, you can have all these bills.
Despite Ryan having 3 part-time jobs, they're living hand to mouth.
Yeah, you'll get bills.
My mum and dad have been amazing. They've helped us out with rent, bills.
Like all young couples setting out in life, I was the same. You struggle financially, and hopefully we're in a position to help them out and get them on the right track that way.
The parents do what they can, but it isn't enough.
Money is one of our main arguments.
With groceries and bills and rent, and it does get a little scary.
We don't fight during the week, but when it comes to the weekend, that's when we fight. Because I think saving the money is more important than him maybe wasting it on beer.
But to Ryan, beer is a major food group, and after a week of scrounging for work, he needs his nourishment.
What time are you planning on coming home?
I don't know, 3, 2.
Whatever. But I just think you should think about me. Like, right now you keep saying to me how you think you want to party because right now it's your last chance to party, and then when the baby comes, you're not going to be able to do it because the baby's here.
I'm going out for a drink.
When it's so close to me giving birth, do you think that that's a good idea? Because you do know that if you are intoxicated, they probably don't want you in the delivery room.
Oh,
so how bad would you feel if you missed the birth of your baby?
I'll come home.
You've told me that all the time. And I think you've come home once out of the hundreds of times you told me you're going to come home at like 2 o'clock. You might as well not bother coming home because you're not going to come home at the time you say you're going to come home anyway.
You give a kiss goodbye?
Whatever? Oh boy.
I guess I'll see you when I see you.
She's suddenly trying to turn him into this person that he wasn't even remotely close to being before.
He is absolutely mired in childhood. And it is as if she's the mother. She kind of tries to look after him, tries to tell him what he's doing wrong, and then caves in. They'd be much better off both living the way Ryan is. They should both be having drinks, they should be out partying, but it gets a little problematic because she's a little pregnant and they're gonna have a baby.
Today, baby Lennon comes home.
You're gonna see your new home.
Baby Lennon. Imagine that. And for new daddy Ryan, his new reality is starting to sink in.
Well, when I walked through the door today, it was just like, wow, we're a family. And this is how it's gonna be for the rest of my life. Let's get you all cleaned up.
And to impress the in-laws, Ryan steps up.
Daddy does the poopy dog.
Want to get him something he wants to wear?
But dealing with Lennon's diaper isn't a leisurely stroll through strawberry fields.
Oh, boy,
Oh, he's peeing again.
I was peeing again.
Sure, it's funny now, but Karen knows that in 1 week's time, she'll be all alone with Lennon.
I'm scared that once my mum and dad go home, that I'm just going to lose it all and not be able to cook. I just don't want you to go home. It's just hard.
Don't. I know it's hard. But you've got a phone.
I know, I'm just so far away from everybody.
A couple of years from now, you'll look back on this. Look at that lad there.
I know.
He's worth everything.
Oh, I know he is.
Yeah.
Everything.
He'll be fine.
It's 1 week since baby Lennon's birth. So far, the help from Karen's parents has been totally fab. But today, they're heading back to England.
What's this for?
Because you're going home today? Just a bit upset.
Hey, we're only phone call away.
I know. My mum and dad are my strength. And I do feel bad calling my mum and dad sometimes and getting really upset.
Karen's parents are hesitant to leave.
I'm a bit worried that how Karen's going to cope with a new baby. She's going to need a mum around, and we're not going to be there.
It's the moment of truth, and for Ryan, the pressure's on.
I'm gonna have to be there for her emotionally and be there financially, and it's gonna be tough.
But it's Karen who has a lot to consider.
It was a big gamble to go back to England after a week of knowing Ryan, then decide I'm going to come back 10 days later.
With her parents' next visit uncertain, Karen is feeling all alone.
Come on, be strong.
I know.
Yeah. And I'll ring you from airport.
The poor girl is bawling. She is so upset. I mean, you gotta wonder, do you think maybe she's thinking twice about that decision to move overseas?
Having second, third, fourth thoughts about it. Yeah, you really feel for her. It's coming home to roost, right? She's realized what she's really into here. And the baby doesn't seem to have caused them too much strife, yet I have to say. It's more the circumstances that they're living in, it's the financial side of it.
It's 10 a.m. the next day, and so it begins. While Karen minds the manor, Ryan's off to the first of one of his 3 part-time jobs.
I think we're gonna do all right, but right now it's hard without her working.
Call me if you can at some point. Okay. Love you. Bye. Do you want some food?
And what totally rad lad wouldn't want this job? A part-time salesman at his big brother's bong shop. It looks like all those years of partying is paying off.
This is for extras? That's to clear it out, clears out the chambers.
But his big brother Scott tries to give Ryan any shift he can.
Whatever I can get. We need the money.
And it's a real trip trying to schedule with Ryan's other jobs.
Then he'll be like, oh man, can I get some hours? But if I've already, you know what I mean, told somebody that they're working, usually I'll try to swing it the other way and say, listen, you know, my brother needs a shift. But I mean, I can't always do that.
Even with 3 part-time jobs, Ryan's financial hope is going up in smoke.
Hello?
Yeah, we're gonna have to turn off the hydro.
We're gonna do when?
We're gonna do it in 5 minutes.
Their power is being turned off.
Like, can you just wait?
Things are tight. It's a little scary.
For Karen, money troubles are something new.
It is a huge change for me not to be financially independent. From going to having everything of my own and having a great job in England, which paid a lot of money, to giving all that up and moving here and having nothing.
With no power, Karen cannot cook, is unable to sterilize bottles, and is helpless until Ryan gets back home with his day's wages. Oh, and here comes Puff Daddy to the rescue.
We have no hydro.
When they put you back on, you wouldn't paid it, right?
No, they're coming to the door to collect the money. Not there to the bank to pay it.
No?
No.
So what are they gonna
And this is all for $144.
Idiots.
With baby Lennon a priority, Ryan fetches the serviceman and gives the mean little power tripper his money.
And it'll be a couple minutes.
So that's $150 I didn't want to give up.
Dude, how many beers is that?
Oh man, what a day.
Sucks when you gotta pay those bills.
Yeah, I know. I hate when you have to spend your last $100 on hydro when you could be drinking.
Don't these people understand that you can't just have everything you want because you're alive? I see more trouble because of their sense of entitlement. It was the hydro guy who was the effing idiot, not the guy who used the electricity and didn't pay the bill. If life were one long party, they'd be fine. It's not, they're not.
I hate that.
3 weeks since the birth. It's Friday night, and with his busy work week, Ryan's built up quite a thirst.
I dread the weekends coming sometimes because I don't like the nagging, you know, to turn around and say, think about it this way, you know, you can have a couple of beers, come home at this time, even though I know he's not going to come home at that time. Don't make me have to call you right, otherwise that's when I'll freak out.
Well,
we have a baby.
Because it's embarrassing when you phone everyone's cell phone looking for me.
Yeah, but the thing is that she starts phoning me and then we end up fighting and I say, I don't want to come home to this.
I got a spot. But baby, please don't make me have to call you. Please come home on time.
Okay, I will.
No friends, no one's sleeping in our basement, nobody's coming back.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So get the idea out.
Okay, just get happy with me leaving and you throw me out in a good mood.
Oh, jeez.
Say bye, Daddy. Bye, Daddy. Don't come home trashed.
And Ryan doesn't come home trashed. He just doesn't come home. And while he parties till the wee hours, Karen's on an all-nighter of her own.
I punch in to tell stories. You don't...
4 weeks since the birth. Ryan's fugitive status has landed him in the daddy doghouse. So he uses his lone day off to earn time for good behavior.
He doesn't mind his vitamin D. Here, but I'm gonna laugh.
Oh, there you go.
For the time being, they're a happy family.
That's all right, buddy.
As soon as he comes home, he's straight to the baby. I get a kiss on the cheek, straight to Lennon. Lennon's the most important thing in both our lives right now.
But Ryan being Ryan, something else is important too. And it's in the fridge. With his dinner plans, he hopes to cook back up some love between him and Karen. But there won't be any snogging for her this evening. Ryan's picked up some shift work and won't be home until dawn.
I'd just like you to stay home, just to help me tonight.
I'd like to stay home just to stay home.
It's a downer for sure, but there's a lot of money at stake.
It's $100. For sure. Could be more. It's pretty tight. 2 paychecks of mine during the month just cover rent, if that. So I've only got 2 paychecks to spend on bills and food.
And with this type of pressure, it's only a matter of time until...
Look at the mess you leave, babes. Do you have to be this? But do you have to be this messy though?
She gets on my case too much about the cleaning and stuff I leave lying around. She likes everything done right away, and well, that's the same fight we do usually have.
How would you like it if you had to tidy up the house and I left
You
it?
don't even give me a chance.
Because
I just ate. I just got up from eating.
And I thought he would change now Lennon's here, but he's not pulling his weight as much as I'd like him to pull his weight around the house.
Ryan has more pressing issues. He's hustling for more work.
No.
Too bad no one is looking for a professional party animal.
He does seem to be trying to find work. I'm just concerned that he's not trying to find it the right place. He's just calling a few people up.
I feel like this boiler, right? Because it's just like boom, boom, and then it's like the shut up. It's like, oh my God, these two are just getting on at each other's throats.
I keep getting the sense Karen knows, and her understanding is getting deeper, and she is stuck an ocean away from her home.
It doesn't cost anything normally, or very nominal, to join a mother's group. Yeah. She needs to find a support group that lives locally.
After working all week...
Yeah, so I'm going to Danny's on Friday night, eh?
Ryan feels he's earned enough brownie points for a night out.
For what reason?
To drink. It's been a while. I've got to go out and drink.
It's been a while. You were drinking on Friday.
What about now?
And you got smashed on Friday.
And so starts the oldest couple argument of all time.
I'm constantly on call 24 hours a day because I'm a mom.
Gotcha.
When do I get to have mine?
I used to stay home.
When do I get to have my time?
No partying tonight, pal.
When do you take the baby? When do I have my time?
And so, for once, Ryan forgoes a night out with the lads and instead gets his yayas out with his son. "10 a.m. the next day, Ryan's luck is past due. Despite having 3 jobs, they're barely squeaking by.
The bills, we pay just a little bit of them. Just enough to keep the things running.
And it's bringing party-hardy Ryan's buzz right down.
My buddy at work, he gets to go home and spend all his paycheck. Me, I've got a family to support.
Seriously bummed by his low-paying jobs, Ryan plans for his family's future. He's enrolled in a local college.
At the end of the day, that's what my future is going to be, and I've got family to provide for now.
Okay, night school, 12 weeks.
I've got electrical and plumbing in that, and taking residential construction and design.
So with his nights filled, Ryan has a lot less time to party.
Like he'll get home between 6, 6:30, quickly 5 minutes, something to eat, shower, straight to school. Back home at 10, 11 o'clock at night.
After he gets his diploma, Lennon's daddy has a dream.
I plan to flip houses, so maybe have a house on the side that I'm fixing up and reselling.
Sounds far-fetched now, but Ryan's optimistic.
I'm sure everything's gonna work out. That's the way I look at things.
It's been 5 weeks since the birth. Karen's dad is on the phone from England.
I'm just getting in from work.
And they have good news. They're moving over for good.
They were planning to move here eventually anyway and go into business with my aunt and uncle.
And what kind of business? Why, a fish and chips shop, of course.
But I think it's come sooner. They probably would have waited a couple of more years if I hadn't moved here so soon. Then somewhere down the line, I think I'm going to be involved in the restaurant somewhere, so it will be a family business. Love you. Bye, Dad. Bye.
Now, just to get through the next couple of weeks.
It's pretty clear from the way Ryan works that he is not lazy and he's not afraid or unwilling to work, but his efforts are all over the place.
I don't think they are. I think they're very focused. It's like, I'll work as much as I have to make as much money as I can with the jobs I'm doing. I'm going to go to night school for a future, and then I'm entitled to go drink with my buddies on Friday night. To him, I think it's pretty actually clear.
If anyone needs to go out and get rid of some steam, it's her. She's working 24/7. Yes, he's working hard. She's working harder, and she doesn't even have anyone to talk to, so she needs to have a beer.
It's been 8 weeks since the birth. It's 6 a.m. and Karen and Ryan spend some quality time with Lennon before Ryan heads off to work. And the future is just a wee bit brighter. Because through his night course, Ryan has scored a full-time construction job.
I work steady now. It's I work 7:30 till 5 at night.
I'm really proud of the way Ryan's turned himself around and he's supporting his family and he's kind of stepped up and become the man.
These two need a turbocharger to blast them into maturity. So a job is a great one with hours that are normal so that he can come home and live like a regular guy.
He's really slowly taken the steps. He started doing jobs here and there. Now he's got the full-time construction thing. He's got the night school. I mean, to his credit, hey, kudos to him.
And it's the first weeks at home with a new baby. And so for them to have coped even this well under those circumstances, it's pretty positive. So things maybe are starting to turn around.
With the new job, Ryan has more time to spend with Karen and baby Lennon. And how things have changed. Instead of bar hopping, now it's a walk in the park.
Mom, me and Ryan have been through so much in a year. I'm happy. And we've come this far. He is my everything. He's not only my fiancé, but he's my best friend. He's the love of my life. He's my soulmate.
It's good. It's nice to have someone to love you like that. I love her also, and it's a real good feeling. We're really happy.
Today is a special day. Karen's mom and dad are arriving from England to stay for good. Excitement is in the air, and baby Lennon is shaking all over.
My mom can help out with Lennon, my dad can help out, you know, giving Ryan a ride here and there, and it just makes life a whole lot easier.
Finally, late in the evening, Karen's mom and dad arrive.
Now Karen's here, and we've got the grandchild. Where else do we want to be, really?
Wow, what a day.
Oh, I miss you.
I am absolutely elated that Karen's parents have moved over from England because, you know, to the extent that the two of them aren't finished growing up yet, her parents can provide material support, they can provide guidance.
They also might provide babysitting, like in the nighttime and the daytime, so they can actually get out and do stuff. I think it's great that we're seeing it, you know, that they are there for them because they can't afford to phone them. It's nice now that they can walk down the street and visit with them.
Cheers, Mama.
With mom and dad back, what better way to celebrate than to crack open a cold one?
We should have had champagne.
Cheers, cheers.
I didn't think that things would turn out the way that they have turned out. I didn't think you'd stay in as much as you do now and enjoy staying in with us, but now it is like it is.
They've settled down and they're becoming mature adults, really, now. Ryan's turned it around, he's working hard. Now young Lennon's come on the scene. Oh, wow.
I love you more now because you're now the father of our child. The best dad, and I love you for that. I do.
Oh, you're a great mom, too.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers!
Ryan is the big kid.
I love to play.